All right, now I've got all the spot leveling done, so now we can say that the frets are all level as I can make them. I know that. The process begins with 400 sandpaper. This way. Then you take 320. Sometimes I use 220, but in this step, but we're going to just use the 320. I think it'll work just fine. And use a little heavier grade in between the fine grades because it gets the scratches off quicker. Okay? So go down each piece of fret wire this way. 320. And when you do this, you can see a little bit of a scratch, just a hair of a scratch on the very top of the fret wire. And as you sand it with the 320, you will see that little hair scratch disappear. It's pretty cool. You can watch that just disappear. And any little spots, you'll see these little things looks like somebody just took something with a sharp point on it and made a little spot or mark on the fret wire. Those are easily sanded off as well to get them ready for the polishing. Yeah. Up here I have some heavier scratches. So I'm going to go to 220 because it'll take them off even quicker than the 320. Like that. There we go. Back over it with 320. All right. Now we go to 600. 600 sandpaper. Go this way. I guess this would be what we would call the horizontal sanding. So we go horizontal with two fresh pieces of 600. Then you take your 400. Again, fresh piece of 400, and you do the vertical this way. Gets those scratches. Now you see those scratches are not really lingering that long anymore. They're disappearing much faster this way now. And you just keep right on trucking with your 400 because there's only one other sanding step involved. And that'll be the 1500. Then I'm going to show you what we put on there. The metal polish. Now you can polish with quadruple aught steel wool in the final polishing. But personally, I prefer the polish because it just seems like it gives even more of a shine. Polishes them better. Nickel does well with quadruple aught stainless steel in the final polishing, but stainless, the metal polish actually works better. You know, I know I've made videos on this in the past, but I think some fresh new ones are called for. Okay, now I want to take and wipe off these frets this way again. Take the 1500 1500 sandpaper. Go this way and catch that beveled edge as well. Begin that shining. More about that later with the fret end dressing file. And I'll usually like to use in a final process of sanding 2 fresh pieces of 1500 that way. Okay, now I'm going to take this moss metal polish. All right, and I just put some on my finger here and a little bit on each fret wire, just like that. Just a little dab will do you. Okay, goes a long way. And just start putting it on the fret wire like so. And there, they're all ready now. Keep the lid on that can because that stuff can dry up quick. And just take your paper towel and first of all, polish them. And then I buff them off. So you can see how they polish up. See that? And sometimes people have a set of strings on the guitar that's lost their shelf life when they bought them. They don't realize it. And they start playing those new strings. They're supposed to be like new strings, right? And well, look down at their fingertips and they're all black because those strings have started to oxidize, corrode a little bit. So now that I've rubbed it all in, I rub it off. And presto, as you do, you get a nice shiny fret wire in the process. And without belaboring the point any further, I'm going to go ahead and end this section showing you what I'm talking about. You can see fret wire right there, and it's shining up nicely. Okay. So we'll have these done pretty soon.